With a wide range of key switches, RGB, and different form factors you can choose from, mechanical keyboards should be recommended for every setup, whether it be for web browsing, writing, video editing, or for gaming. A mechanical keyboard should be for you. But the usual prices for them are too high for most people, which stops them from getting one. So today, we're going to take a look at the Dierya DK61. The keyboard is produced by Keymove Tech and was originally a Kickstarter back in November of 2019, and now that their product is now funded, they're able to list it in their website and sell it through their Amazon store where I got mine. It comes with two models. The wired DK61 retails at $50, while the Bluetooth model, the DK61 Pro, retails at $60 in Amazon. If you're lucky enough, you could be able to find it on the sale. The highest I've seen the price decrease is $5. When we open up the packaging, the flap is held with two magnets, and inside, you'll see the keyboard behind a plastic shield, a 1.6 meter USB Type-C braided cable with a Velcro strap, along with one red and brown switch and a keycap puller and the manual. There's supposed to be a key switch puller as well, but I lost it. I don't plan on replacing the key switches anyway, but yeah, the keyboard is modular, so you could change the keycaps to your liking. For this video, I got the DK61 Pro with Gateron optical red switches. The keys on the keyboard are made with double-shot PBT keycaps, so they're more durable in use, and they won't shine as quick as ABT keycaps, and the spacebar has a nice rubberized texture added to it, which is a nice touch. The font that Dierya uses looks pretty good on the keycaps, and it lights up decently when you turn on your RGB. The keyboard does not come with adjustable feet at the bottom. Instead, it's just got rubber feet to prevent sliding or damaging your desk. To make my typing sessions more comfortable, I use a scarf as a wrist rest. The keyboard is also rated as IPX4, so it's water and dust resistant, but I'm not going to test that. The manual contains all the shortcuts that you'll be using in this keyboard because, as you can see, it's a 60% keyboard, so its form factor is smaller than the usual keyboards. It doesn't have a dedicated function row and numpad, so therefore you have to access them by holding or double tapping the lock function key and then pressing the corresponding keys that you want to use on the keyboard. For example, if you want to use the arrow keys, you have to hold or double tap function and click / for up, Alt for left, menu key for down, and Control for right. To connect up to 3 devices to Bluetooth mode, you have to hold the function key and any of these 3 keys, Z, X, or C of your choosing. It will put it into pairing mode for 20 seconds and your device will find it. Once it's connected, the key that you paired it to will be blue. If it struggles to maintain a connection, it's probably because it's low battery, or it could be interference from your other Bluetooth devices. but it's very unlikely this could happen as it uses 5.1 Bluetooth, which reduces the chance of interference with other devices. So far, I haven't had any connection problems with this keyboard. Another touch to this keyboard is you can lock the Windows button when gaming or on other programs like editing so you don't accidentally activate it. There is no physical switch in the DK61 to turn off, but you can do that by holding the function command and tab at the same time. It's got a nice loading animation when it turns on though, which is pretty neat.
We have readings over Kansas that were very pleasant today. However, we are looking for a new front to begin to drift south and eastward. The central and eastern parts of Kansas will very probably be cloudy in the morning, and then western Kansas will begin to...
The RGB is fairly bright, and you can change the brightness of the RGB by using this key combination. You can create your lighting by downloading the software on the website. To be honest, it's not the most user-friendly, and it took me a while to get to know the basics to create my lighting effects, but here are the examples I made for this video. When compared to the older DK61 model, the DK61 Pro has a white backplate, so it allows more light to come out of the keyboard, which is a good improvement if you have the older model. Also, to mention the software again, you can also create your own macros if you wanted to. Anyway, you've been waiting for it, but here's what the red switches sound like when I'm typing. You can hear the keyboard pings, but it's quiet enough that you have to actually focus listening to it. But when I wear my Racing Kraken TE headphones, it dampens it a little bit more. Since they're optical switches, they reset faster when it goes back to its original positioning compared to the standard mechanical switches, because you don't need to allow the key switch to completely lift up. The optical switches use layers to determine key presses, while standard mechanical keyboards rely on completing the circuit in order to cause an input. Again, you can replace the keys, but you need to make sure you're using Gateron switches. Overall, the DK61 is really good for its price at $50 to $60. You can get the DK61 Pro for $60 if you want to use it wireless. It uses a lithium-ion battery that you can charge, and its standby time is up to 190 hours. The quality of the keycaps are PPT, so they last longer than the common ABT keycaps. You can swap Gateron key switches. The spacebar has a nice rubberized texture to it, but it may wear off faster than the other keycaps on the keyboard. The layout of the keyboard is QWERTY US standard. The RGB brightness is pretty decent, but I wish it is a little bit brighter since the keys are only partly lit, and the long keys are a good example for this problem. The RGB software is a bit hard to get used to, and that's something I need Keymove to improve, especially if they want to compete with other brands. To make up for the small form factor, you need to use the function commands to access the keys that are found in full-size keyboards. It's pretty easy to get used to, but I wouldn't recommend it for people who do editing, as most people would recommend you to use a full-size keyboard for a faster workflow. Out of most of the budget keyboards that I've seen online, this is probably one of the best keyboards out there. For the price of $50 to $60, you get features that would be more expensive on a mechanical keyboard. I would definitely recommend this to people who are on a budget for their setup or just looking for a good looking compact keyboard. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I'm Peter. Thanks for watching, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Thanks.